Welcome to the final episode of Finding Your Hidden Superpower, Autism, Asperger's, and those of us who are neurodiverse. The final episode of 2022. Number one autistic revelation of 2022 is that we all have to become ourselves. We know how to mask, but if that's not genuine, um, we may have to do what we got to do, but we want to settle in on who we are and figure out what our strengths are and what our challenges are and work on our challenges, but also embrace our strengths. We have different strengths than those who are neurotypical. Roughly, the latest statistics is 1 out of 48 people is being diagnosed with some sort of autism and being declared neurodiverse. And so there's a lot of us out there. It's just when it's 1 out of 48, that's only roughly 2% of the population. So a lot of the times when you're in school as a youngster, you may not run in, you may be the only person in class that's suffering from your problem, in which a lot of it's communication problems. Um, we learn differently, we respond differently, and we get triggered differently about different things. So, as long as you get some accommodations, you're going to have to build up a lot of character because you're going to be different than uh, the other 47 people out there in whatever class you're in. So that's the deal. So embrace your strengths, get proper nutrition, get proper sleep, and when you are getting triggered, you need to pull yourself out of that situation or you need to pull yourself out of that mindset. I'll be talking about what works for me as far as pulling myself out of those mindsets. Because even just three months ago, I had a very bad attitude towards uh, just everything in general. And now I'm turning it around because I'm understanding myself a lot better than I did before. And I'm able to accept the reality that has been my reality for the last 57 years. And but now I'm ready to accept it, and I'm ready to understand what I'm naturally good at and embrace that and make that part of my how I can be excellent, how people can enjoy being with me, how people can ask my advice, and me not being frustrated that what I think is common sense is not common sense to them because what they think is common sense is not common sense to me. So I have to have empathy towards them and look out for people who are expressing empathy towards me. Because if you're not hanging around a good crowd, if you're hanging around a bunch of people that are frustrated with you, you might need to take a time out from them. If they miss you, then that's cool. Then you can go back and you can reset, figure out what's triggering about them, and how you can work with them in order to deal with your triggers. And you want to be able to enjoy life. So surround yourself with good people, eat good food that's healthy for you, get enough sleep, uh, find out what you're excellent at, and whatever job you have, if you're not liking that job, maybe you can look towards a new career using your superpowers, using your strengths. And then you also have to be careful about any type of career that you're going into. You got to look into the things that they don't talk about that are the negatives about whatever that career is. And you have to be able to see how much of that's going to affect you. because you have to stay in reality. You have to become a better version of yourself, at least I hope. So, with that, have a happy new year, and I'll see you on the other side on 2023. Have a great evening, even though it's pouring and cold everywhere. Hey, the world, we need water, and the farmers are glad to see all this rain. So, there's always a silver lining with everything. So, have a great year.